What the hell, Jalen Green? Really? Are you kidding me? No, I'm just playing. I'm not about to go in on Jalen Green like that. I wasn't surprised at all about his performance. He was aggressive. I feel like he could have been more decisive. He showed a lot of indecisiveness out there, but hey, 3 for 15. He took 15 shots. A lot of times he make more of those shots. Instead of going 3 for 15, he probably would have went 6 for 15 or 7 for 15 and would have gotten to the free throw line. This game wasn't his day. But we're going to need him to play a whole lot better. We're going to need him to make more shots, okay? Because he was doing what he normally do, but he wasn't making his shots. I'm sick and tired of these Warriors, especially the Steph Curry version. I really do. I miss the Golden State Warriors when Steph Curry was a rookie. I miss those Golden State Warriors. Can we go back to those days whenever the Rockets played the Warriors turn into that version? Can we go back to those days? We can't go back to those days? Okay. Well, Rockets, we're going to have to beat them then, all right? We're going to have to eventually beat them. I'm not surprised that the Rockets lost, but that doesn't mean that I'm glad that they lost. Because a lot of times when I anticipate some certain things, guess what? I don't mind being wrong on certain things, because the Rockets, I felt like that was a bad thing. The fact that when the Rockets, about a week or two ago, when they beat the Warriors, but not only did they beat the Warriors, you held Steph Curry to 3 points, held that dude to 3 points. Now, a lot of people wasn't talking about it as much as I thought they should have, because if LeBron James was held to 3 points, oh man, that's all they're going to be talking about. But it seems like it was talked about enough to the fact that I'm pretty sure it got back to Steph. That's one of the reasons why I did not want the Rockets facing the Warriors in round one. Because for a lot of our young Rockets, this is their first time in the playoffs. But now you're getting an opponent in Golden State who has Steph Curry, who is in the GOAT conversation. And if you say Steph Curry is your GOAT, I understand. I'm not going to go back and forth and debate you, but just recognize that he is not the GOAT over Michael Jordan. And he's damn sure not the GOAT over Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. I don't care what you say. Dream dominated on offense and defense. All right? Okay? You put Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant on with a team with Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. Oh, he winning everything. All right? But let's make the main thing the main thing. Back to what we was about to talk about. All right, so what was I about to talk about? I'm tripping here. That's what happens when your team lose game one, right? But Steph Curry came back with vengeance. With vengeance. He was giving it his all because he was like, listen, these young bucks dropped, I scored 3 points. And you got people thinking, I'm not that dude anymore. They thinking I'm not him. But let me show these people that I am him. And he showed us that. Like the shots he was making, yeah, man, those are not delusional shots. Those not those are not ridiculous shots. That's what Steph Curry does. He makes those shots. He makes them. He practices those shots. That's what he does. Dell Curry is his father. Seth Curry is his brother. Dell, father. Seth, brother. You remember like Scar, brother. Austin Powers, father. The father. The father. The dad. Oh, the father. Love that scene. He came with vengeance. Then you have Jimmy Butler, who's from the Houston area. And, I'm pretty sure he might have a bone to pick with the Rockets. Not saying he regrets that the Rockets didn't trade for him. I'm pretty sure he's happy in Golden State. But the thing about it, he's probably like, y'all didn't want to get rid of none of these young bucks for me. Let me show you what you missed out on. So, those guys are highly motivated. And also, if you Steph, he's trying to get a ring. If he get his fifth ring before LeBron gets his fifth ring, oh my goodness, that means Steph at 5, LeBron at 3. But the The Rockets was, I think they were still living off that moment because I don't think they was aggressive on Steph like they was the previous game. But maybe they was, and maybe it's the fact that Steph actually played better, and that nullifies that. It makes it look like the Rockets wasn't trying as hard to guard Steph like they did a week ago when they played. This time Steph made more shots, man. And a lot of those shots he was covered. And the thing about it, most people not going to, everybody else is going to miss those shots, but that's Steph. You must treat him different. You must treat him different with that. But the Rockets, they were they stayed aggressive through the whole game. And that is something that I love. Like, I'm not taking moral victories because you know me, Rockets in 6 all day, every day and night, 24/7. But in order for it to be Rockets in 6, Rockets have to lose 2 games. They have to lose 2 games. Yeah, I would love for it to be Rockets in 4, but let's be realistic here, people. All right? But this Rockets team, they're going to need Jalen Green to play a whole lot better. He's going to have to watch some film and be like, listen, and be like, okay, I got to be more decisive. Because when I see Jalen Green, I see glimpses of, he reminds me of Clyde the Glide Drexler with his athleticism. Attack the basket. And in a way, he reminds me of Leonardo Barbosa too. Fast, attack the basket. Attack the basket, north and south. Forget the zigzag, north and south, okay? Attack. Go straight up. Go, like, I'm not saying go crazy like how Ja Morant be sometime and almost injure yourself, but like get close to that. Go attack. Think Allen Iverson. Go in, attack. They don't have big time shot blockers in there, so they're gonna foul you. Okay? Get those guys tired. Get Steph Curry tired when he's guarding you, man. Be relentless. Fred VanVleet. All right, you got to find your shooting form, dude. You got to find that. You got to get back into your groove. You beat this team before when you was a Toronto Raptor. You know what it takes. You understand it. The Rockets, they need that from you. Love the way Steven Adams played, man. Steven Adams, man, I love that. Setting them screens, crashing the boards, playing tough. But some of them plays, hey, get the ball up, go back and try to dunk on somebody or go up for a layup or something. Because there was one play, he got like 3, 4, 5 offensive rebounds and he get it and kicking it back. And what's crazy, it looked like that shot clock wasn't resetting either. That like, I don't know, maybe I'm tripping or something, but it just seemed like that shot clock, instead of 24 seconds, you know, it stayed at like 8 or 9 seconds. He'll grab a rebound there and say 3 seconds. Like, oh, we got to rush the shot already? What the hell, y'all? But that's what it felt like. And you know, in life, a lot of times, when something may feel like something, that doesn't mean it's correct. We get caught up in our feelings and our thoughts. Jabari Smith Jr. Loved how he was playing out there, man. Did he start? I think he came off the bench. They started Tyree Eason. Jabari Smith Jr. was hurt too and stuff, so he's getting back in the groove. So, all right, I understand it. I like Tyree Eason. He was aggressive too, but for the make a layup. Make a layup. Amen Thompson, love you. Make a layup. It was almost as if the Rockets, a lot of times, they rather play defense than offense. Like, we missing a lot of open layups, a lot of putbacks they normally make. That's what I'm like, despite the Rockets missing a lot of 3-pointers, it seemed like, despite that fact, had they made like 50% of the putbacks or layups they had, they win this game because you keep the pressure on Golden State. There was a play, Şengün, lobbed it up to Eason. Eason, man, dunked that. He trying to, off the backboard, it almost felt like if he got indecisive whether or not to dunk it or to lay it up over the basket without touching the backboard or hit it off the backboard, and then he missed it. I'm like, oh man, you can't miss those opportunities against this team. You got to put them away. I'm not saying blow them out, but you got to keep that pressure on them. Because, see, their role players wasn't really doing that well. And once the Warriors role players started knocking down shots, then it's like, oh man, damn. There's a lot of missed shots in this game. But like I say, if Jalen Green shows up the way he's supposed to show up, Rockets win this game. Love that dunk Sengun got on Draymond. That's the thing about it when you're playing against teams like this. Like a lot of teams, that dunk would have shattered that team's confidence, and that's it. They get knocked down, they're not getting back up. But this Warriors team, they are like Rocky Balboa. You knock him down, he's going to get back up. So you got to keep knocking him down. So don't expect when you do your finishing move or when you dunk on that person, oh, that's the end of that person. No, they're going to keep it moving. They're going to keep it moving, you know. And that's the thing. You got to have a short memory. It's like with football. That's what they tell DBs. You got beat. You got to forget about that. You must forget about that so that way you allow your mind enough space, free space, to focus on the next play. But, yeah. But, I mean, hey, the Warriors play how they normally play. The Rockets played how they normally played, except for, like I say, Jalen Green missed a lot of shots, man. Oh, God, I'm sleepy. That's the thing. It's hard to watch these games when you're sleepy and your team is losing. And when the Warriors went up by 20, I'm like, I'm about to go to bed. I'm about to go to bed on them, man. I can't take this. My spirit can't take this. Spirit is in my heart. My singing sucks, but like, I'm like, I gotta go to sleep. But then if I try to go to sleep, then I'm not gonna be able to watch the Rockets when they come back. I want to witness the comeback. And they came back, and I love that, man. It's very resilient. Very resilient, and that matters. So they are going to need to carry that momentum on to the next game. On to the next game. On to the next game. The benefit of Steph and Jimmy playing a whole lot of minutes in that game, because they're older, they're going to wear down. They are going to wear down. So that's why I say Rockets in 6. We got to go. Rockets got to go get a game in Golden State. Now, when I say Rockets in 6, if the Rockets win at 7, I'm all good. If they win at 4, I'm all good. If they win at 5, I'm all good. But I'm just being realistic. Rockets in 6. But this, yeah. I thought the home crowd was awesome for Houston. Sometimes our home fans, they tend to think it's too cool for school to yell and cheer loud. I thought they did some good cheering. Did some good cheering. Man Thompson, we're gonna need him to make more layups. But hey, in this series, who knows? Maybe Reed Shepard is gonna have to get some minutes. Saying Reed Richards, I'm thinking about Fantastic Four. Clearly, pretty obvious. That's who I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking about. But yeah, because he is the Rockets' best 3-point shooter. And I think he may end up getting some minutes. Hopefully it's not because of a situation where somebody gets hurt, or it's not because of a situation where the Rockets just getting blown out. We have to play him. It's just get him in there to keep the pressure on the Warriors, man. Because that's what we're going to need. That's what they're going to need, man. Because, yeah, damn, I wish we was playing them like in the second round, man. Yeah. But hopefully the Rockets can carry their momentum that they played with in the second half when they went on that run, carry it on to the next game, and then take care of business, y'all. But that's all I got for today, man. I'm getting sleepy. I'm tired. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be talking more about the Rockets tomorrow. But once again, thank you all for tuning in. Please hit that like and subscribe button. And thank you, man. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day by giving my podcast a listen. Student of the Game Podcast. Peace out.